Good day, friends and fellow collectors. It's been a couple of weeks since my last video. It's been a bit busy, been traveling a bit, and yeah, added some new castings to my collection, which I'd like to share with you guys. Okay, so first of all, let's call this a catch-up video. So in my previous four videos, we featured cars, American-based 1 to 64 cars, excluding Mustangs and GT40s, Cobras, SUVs, Buckies, whatever. So this is basically a video of all models that were featured previously in the previous four videos, which obviously has been excluded. So without further ado, let's start. 1929 Model A, Matchbox casting. This is the first release from 1979, I think it is, 1980 in fact. So yeah, quite a nice one. Quite interesting to notice on this, the one that I previously featured was this one here. Now, if you note, if you look at that there, the side spare wheel and all the other models after this didn't have the spare wheel. So whether it's a bit rare or not, I'm not sure, but quite interesting to know. There's also a casting similar to this with the green and the white that came out without the spare wheel. So I'm not quite sure, like I said, I'm not quite sure which is the rare one, this one or the one without the wheel. It's quite interesting though. Okay, moving on. Let's put that aside. Another Model A. This specific one, you can see it's actually got the wider wheels at the back. This one's from 1986. A little play worn, but it's quite cool. This was actually my my favorite Model A casting until the next one came along. That baby there with the pink. It just looks quite cool with the pink. This specific one is from 1993, and it was also discontinued in 1993, these specific castings. So quite interesting to know that. Moving on. 1932 Ford Vicky. I love these castings. There's quite a few of them that came out, quite a lot. This specific one, if I understand correctly, is from 2009 Rebel Ride series. This is number 58 out of many that came out. The one that I previously featured is that one there. So I've got two of many. So yeah, still a lot of collecting to do there. Oh, and these specific castings were discontinued in 2014. Let's put those aside. Moving on. Now this casting is called the T-Bucket. In essence, it's actually a 1932 Ford that's obviously highly modified. Now, interesting thing about this specific one, over and above the fact that it's from 1990, and it's the second release of quite a few. They discontinued in 2013. I haven't had, this is my first casting, my first version of this specific casting, and it's always nice to obtain a new casting for your collection rather than just a variant of one that you already have or different color. So I was quite chuffed getting this one. This one cost me quite a bit. As you can see, metal base. I think this one cost me like 180 or something, which is quite a lot considering it's actually a fantasy model, but we all know it's a 32 Ford, so it's got to be in the collection. Moving on. I absolutely love this. It's a 1933 Ford Roadster. Okay, the condition of this is just perfect. I love the red. I love the red wheels. This specific one is from 2003 Flying Aces series. It's number 19 of 25 ever made, or 25 different variants ever made, or variations ever made. These castings were discontinued in, let's just see here, I just want to check my notes here, in 2009. And the one that I previously featured is that baby there. Quite interesting as well, and I think I might have mentioned it on the previous video. This is called the 1933 Ford Roadster. If you can look at the semblance or the resemblance between this year, which is a 1934 Ford, and that one there, which is 1933, it's basically the same casting without the roof. Move that there so you can actually see better. So really interesting. Beautiful, beautiful. Moving on. This is called the 1937 Swoop Coupe, also not a licensed casting. In fact, it's a 1937 Ford Coupe. And this specific one, so I'll go to my notes again, is from 2006 mainline. It's number 8 out of 17, and they were discontinued in 2010. One that I previously featured is that one there. Right, moving on. Now this next one is most probably my most valuable casting that I've got in my collection, which is this here. Now, you collectors that know the old Hot Wheels very well will know that the white hub versions of the 1980s Railriders are more sought after than the ones with the grey hubs, as can be seen in the 1940 fat fended 40. Okay, so yeah, this is obviously called the 1940s Woody. The specific one is released in 1985, and as you can see, it's actually a Rail Rider and a high raker. With the chassis, it can actually move up and down, which is awesome. Let's put that baby aside. Moving on, another 1940s Woody. This one a more recent release. This specific one is from, let's just see, 2003. It's number 42 of many. So I've got quite a couple of these now, but I'm still far behind in collecting the whole lot of them. I've got probably like 6 of them, and there's probably like 60 out there. So yeah. Okay, moving on. 1940s two-door. These are also called the fat fended 40, as I mentioned previously, similar to that one there. Okay, this is one of 4 added to my collection recently. This specific blue one is quite beautiful. This is from 2000, from the series called Circus on Wheels. It's number 28 out of many that were ever released. Discontinued in 2014. Quite beautiful. Right, another fat fended 40. This grey one with a gold base and grille. And this one was released in 2003. Wastelander series, number 32 out of many. Yet another one, fat fended 40. This black one, quite a nice one. I love the tempo on it. And this one was actually released in the Hot Rods 5-pack from 2001. So it's a pretty rare one, I would say. Any 5-pack Lucy's are harder to come by than your normal single pack blisters off the pegs. And then we have another 40s fat fended 40s with the yellow windows. Quite nice, this one as well. Beautiful condition. Really not bad. And this one is also from 2001 and also from a 5-pack. It's just a different 5-pack called Truck Stoppers 5-pack. Beautiful. Right, moving on. 1957 Ford Thunderbird. This is also an 80s release. Scored this for quite a bargain. This specific one is from 1985 mainline. It's number 11 out of many that were produced. These are actually still in production, the specific casting. So quite nice to know. Yet another 57 Thunderbird. This is actually a Corky release. Okay. Quite cool with the opening bonnet. I battled with getting mine open. As you can see, it's got a little pin at the bottom there that you push, and it actually pushes up the bonnet. So yeah, there's that one. This was released in 97 and actually discontinued in 97 as well. The specific casting. So very cool. Moving on. Another 57 Ford Thunderbird in blue. This time a Matchbox variant. Now quite interesting. Okay, before I get to that, let's just give you some history on this model. This one is from 2003. Flaming no, sorry, I've got it wrong here. This one is from 2005. Yeah, 2005, sorry. And quite interesting to know, there was a tool change after this specific variation, which was this one, yeah, which I featured previously. So if you look carefully, at the interiors of these two, you'll notice that, just trying to keep it in such a way so you guys can see, you can see the interiors are a little different. So on the pink one is actually manufactured after a retool, and this one was obviously the last one prior to the retool. But they're beautiful, they're absolutely beautiful. Love them, nice to have. Moving on, 1964 Ford Thunderbolt. These are also one of my favorite castings. This is a new one I acquired. Obviously, this is from the 2003 Flaming Hot Wheels, number 4 out of 36 manufactured, and these were discontinued. No, they're not. They're actually still in production. However, the last release that came out was in 2020. So I would love to see another variation of this quite soon. This is the one that one of the few that I've featured in the previous video. And in fact, this is actually also another edition, or a new edition. The previous one that I had, if you go back to my video on that specific model, the front end grille was a little bit faded and yellow. So I got this one as a replacement out of the blister, brand new, awesome to have. And this one actually has the livery as it was on the actual model that came out in 1964. So that's cool. Moving on, almost done guys, almost done. 1971 Ford Maverick Grabber. So I've got two of those. I'll show you the other one just now. This purple one's quite cool. This is from 2012 Hot Wheels Racing. Previous one that I featured is that one there. So it's basically just a recolor, but very nice. And then we have another one, which is a white one, similar tempos, different color. This specific one is actually from a 5-pack from 2017, a multi-pack. So obviously a little bit more rare than, like I said, like your single blister pack units. Then another Maverick. This is the custom Maverick 1972. Now, also mentioned in the previous video, I was actually hunting for this one for quite a while, because I had that one and I was looking for the black one, which is a recolor obviously, and it just looks awesome with the black and the orange flames. That specific one is from 2020 Hot HW Flames. And moving on, 1968 Mercury Cougar. Now this is quite cool. I love the tempo on it, the racing sort of tempo. The specific one is from 2014 Track Aces set. And just to show you one of the previous variations that I've featured, same casting as that there. Right, let's get on to the last one for today, for today's video. 1977 Lincoln Continental Mark V. Now this is a 1979 Matchbox casting, still in beautiful condition. One of only 2 variations ever made, and they were actually discontinued in 1981 as well. So you can see, well, there's a price on it, in beautiful condition. Okay guys, thanks for watching my video once again. Please like and subscribe at the bottom there. And yeah, once again, thanks for your continued support. Like I said, please like my videos and subscribe to my page. And I love bringing my collection to you guys. Until the further video, cheers guys.